G'day, people. How is everybody? Artie here from Austria, and Anthony there from Switzerland.
Just north. Nope. I'm just north of you. Uh, this is Königssee in Berchtesgaden region, Germany, just north of Austria.
Yeah, well, I'm in the valley on the other side of Innsbruck. So,
Okay.
so you got to climb that mountain to get
So
to me.
you're a ways. You're a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit
Well,
south of
you
us.
could have told me that you were coming.
I'm
We
sorry,
could have met
west.
up.
You're west southwest of where I am here.
Yeah, yeah,
This is
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Königssee. This is
yeah.
Königssee in the Berchtesgaden.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard, good to see you, sir. Hope you're well. And
Hey,
Greg and
Richard.
Randall, Ray Ron, great to see you making an appearance here. Steve, 87th PSAP, welcome. Chase Railways, cool, but really great to see a couple of people we haven't seen in a while, Ray Ron and Richard.
Yeah, and Randall as well. G'day, buddy. How are you? Steve PSAP. Hot Dog Andy has probably got us on voice to put him to sleep because we're that exciting and boring.
Absolutely.
Um, so anyway, people, yes, I'm still alive and kicking, and yeah, well,
Oh, yeah, he is kicking. Damn, Artie.
yeah, I am. Don't know very long, but hello to all the other viewers in the background that are lurking. I'm gonna go for an hour. It's gonna be a hot one today, so I still haven't got the aircon in here. I didn't even put the fan in here yet, so it's gonna get very hot in here soon. Um, I will run the trains for a little bit. Oh, Greg, buddy, just take it easy, buddy.
Well, that's why you're in Australia, Artie. Those summers are just training you for the afterlife.
Yeah, well, with him having the yeah, no, the devil's got a restraining order on me, mate. I'm not going to hell.
Hey,
Um,
Dwight and Sir Eric, how are you?
g'day, guys. John Beniki, how are you?
John Benicki's here. Hello, John.
Yeah, with him having chemo, they'll knock him out a bit. So yeah, just try to keep cool down there, bud, because I know.
I'm sorry. The
No,
mountains do it. It brings it out.
there's no music in the hills. There's no music in the hills this weekend.
But the hills are alive with the sound of music.
No, the hills isn't alive with music. Yeah, well, the yodelers never got paid this month.
Oh,
so.
I'll read about a copyright claim, I tell you.
Oh, yeah, that too. But yeah, it's been Melbourne's been getting very hot.
I am a happy wanderer. I wander through the.
But I mean, Kendra's up to her tricks again.
Kendra's in rehab.
Rehab my ass. She's not in.
Well,
rehab.
you can rehab whatever part of your body you want, but that's where she's at. You know, I wasn't going to bring in what you're rehabbing, but you know.
Oh no. She's definitely she's definitely not where she was supposed to be this week.
Hey, Monsville, how you doing, Mon?
G'day, Montville. Yeah, she's
We're just gonna spend all show saying hello to everybody and not talk about a damn thing.
Yeah. So, buddy,
Then we are going to teach you all the Alpine songs so that we can sing and yodel and more and more.
So there you go. Kendra's down the beach.
That ain't Kendra. That might be Kendra's baby Joey that she left with you that you were supposed to be taking care of.
No,
and there you are leaving them free on a
more
beach.
like the one that she abandoned.
You have your story. She has hers. The courts will have to decide.
Yeah, we just got to get to the courts. Yeah. Already seen that we've already seen that she's taken half the house. She's left me the little half, and she's taken the big half. Yeah.
Well, I can't you got her hopping mad.
What? Speaking the truth. Can you just look up? Someone's knocking at my front door. Just bear with me. You just take over for a moment.
Okay. Where am I tonight? This is actually Königssee. This is Königssee in the Berchtesgaden region of southeast Germany. Artie is apparently somewhere in the valley near Innsbruck, and I am in Königssee. No ice in Wisconsin. Did I need a passport? Of course you need a passport to be here, but fortunately I got it. Although all these countries now apparently upping what you got to do just to get a little extra money out of tourists and such. But at least the European Union hasn't done theirs yet.
I'm back. I was asked why I wasn't at church. But I am at church. I am at my altar of model Giants. G'day, Zantac. How are you, bud? Hopefully you're okay. It's making me bloody dizzy again. You miss doing that, don't you? You really miss doing that.
I've you know, I have to be me, so even when I was doing your show on my channel, I would occasionally go off on tangent, but I always tried to start with something serious to keep alive, because you usually have something serious planned, and then it's my job to throw a spanner in the works and make it all go to hell.
But I noticed that that guy Attila Varga was throwing you off. I mean, he was doing what you were doing to me. So I wonder where is the guy, because he hasn't been home. So
we've all noticed that you never have Artie and Attila Varga in the same place at the same time.
Well, who knows? He might be on in the next couple of weeks, because he's probably gone away for the summer vacation. Because there's a summer vacation here at the moment, so he could be away.
Grüsti. Or down in here, they'd say Grüsti. Grüsti.
We have a fluffy. Oh, buddy, I wish we did have more. I sort of wish we had some rain. It's very dry here. From this time last year to now, we are dry.
You get those torrential downpours and then nothing for a while. That's not good.
Going up to where Monsville and up north, that's different. They're flooding there, but it is the wet season up there. It's wet, but down here, the landlord's dug out a pit for a sump, and he's dug in about 4 feet with the excavator last week, and it's bone dry. Which is no good, because we can't bury any bodies in there, you see, and compact. See, when the ground is nice and wet, you can compact them, the bodies better down in the bottom, and you can hide the evidence somewhat better. But it wasn't very successful.
I mean, and that's a selling point in Australia when they're showing homes. Like, this particular house has 1.5 bathrooms, 2 full bedrooms, a den, and a nice area back here for burying the bodies.
Exactly, yeah. Well, they'll say, oh, no, the ground's too hard to bury bodies in the back. G'day, Sparky, how are you? Yeah.
Sparky's here. Nah, I'm pretty fine. And if I fall into the water, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Beautiful, clear water. These lakes are something else in this area, I tell you.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, he's not aware of. See, I just piss in the river here, and it just flows down to him.
No, because you're on the other side of the mountain, so it would flow the other way.
Yeah, no. It actually flows down that way, and then it goes down on the main river.
No, because you're on the other side of the mountain. So where you go flows towards Italy. It doesn't go here. You would have to be on the other side of those mountains. I'm in the other side of those mountains for you to affect me. This is Königssee. We're on the other side of the mountain. So what you do in your river goes to Italy or goes to Switzerland, depending on which one you chose.
Yeah, well, I'm in the first go.
Now, so I could go see this mountain right here. See, you're on the other side of that mountain. You're on the other side of that mountain. In fact, that mountain there might be the same one. Well, might be close to the one just above you there. But if I go to the top of that mountain and spit, I could hit you in the head.
No, don't do that. Anthony, He's on the other side of the world. Yeah. You know that by experience, Anthony. But I
let's
mean,
just shorten that phrase underside of the world down to what he really is in. He's in the underworld.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Wink, wink. Um, Give me a second. I'll get the thing. I'll do that in a moment. I'm going to get my trains to run. Does anybody want to see my trains run? Hopefully, we won't have.
Sure, let's see your trades run. Better
Hopefully, we're
yet,
not.
let's see them roll.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me change the
Yeah, for
camera.
heaven's sake, let's not see them fly because they're good at flying. They're just not good at landing.
Well,
And he disappears. Abracadabra, hocus pocus.
okay. I've got to get rid of that. I suppose. That's not supposed to happen. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Let me fix this up. Let me fix this up. Doo-doo. Dang. Bang. Okay. Here we go. Let me fix this camera for some reason. The camera does that. Okay. So
I'm here, but I'm going to be in hidden.
He's killed himself. G'day, Caroline Foothills. Much better, Artie? Okay, thanks, buddy. So here we go. We've got the layout up. Yeah, yes, you see, I haven't done any work on it as such, but I have got the program running. I did show it last week how I get to run my trains now on my program, so everything's turned on. Everything starts up. You'll see to the left of the screen, on the trains parked up, they'll pull out and go to their platforms. You've got the rail jet and the far platform. She'll go up when it's time to come out. Why are there sheep in the field of feet? Well, it's the people that come to visit me, the Kiwis that come around and visit me. That's what they're more afraid of. So I've got 4 trains. And we've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 trains at the top and 1 coming at the bottom. I'm just going to have 4 trains running today. Geez, something. So now the trains are just going back and forth. Doctor Who? Guys, you guys still hear me or what? We're going to get a machine going, and in comes the other one. Now, the little yellow one's going to be a local service. It's going to be stopping all stops on the platform, but all stops on the main section, which is from here. I've actually dedicated 4 stations on here. The top level is the main interchange. We've got 1 on either side and 1 down in the middle, which is just where my finger is. And the way this program works, I got the trains running automatically and they'll stop the stations where it's supposed to be. There's the CAP train there, which is the Austrian airport service from Vienna to the airport. Yes, it's supposed to be a 3-car, but at the moment, because of my slight incline up here, which I haven't adjusted yet, when it's pushing the carriers up, it sort of derails it. So there's that one going out. It's going to go do the loop, and it's going to come up to here. Then it's going to start its passenger service. The one that's in here now, once that clears, it's going to zigzag and come into a platform. These tracks here are lucky up, basically. And down the far end where they started from, that is basically the service area for the passenger train. Um, I've done something different. Instead of using freight trains, whatnot, and using passengers, the way the layout's set now, I can go. G'day, Tammy and Ray. How are you? The way my layout's now set up, I can go from this station to the next level, or from here to what's above my head, point to point, or I can get them to run continue, start out of here and run continuous to the main section. Oh shit! Um, they've been invaded by the Germans again. The the Austrian-Hungarian Empire is going to get really, really upset with him. They're going to set up some booby traps.
If it weren't for you damn Hungarians, we would have won the war.
We will win the war. Don't you worry. Yeah. We will win the war. We still
Yeah,
have
the Austrian part, it was the damn Hungarians that lost the fucking war.
No, it was the fathers that sold off the property. Yeah, that's what it was. Fathers were too greedy. It wasn't the mothers, one or two. But we'll get it back. We'll get it back.
Oh, you'll get it back. Oh, video.
So with my rail jet, she does the waste program now. It's going express from here to this level. The cat train is actually going from top level to the bottom level. Rest up, mate. Yeah, neither could I. I mean, I was just found out about it too. Well, we know what he doesn't know what we do to the Germans. Does he, Richard? We turn them into little sausages. We turn them into little frankfurts. Then sell them off at sell them off at the football matches.
Well, it's cold here on the Eastern Front.
Well, that's your fault for going to the Eastern Front, isn't it?
Not my fault. We got sent here. We got sent here in 1915 and nobody ever relieved us.
But you volunteered. I said that you were getting. Well, there's only one person that will be Germany in Montreal. It's not me. I'm a Hungarian, Austrian.
Yeah, it was you damn Hungarians that lost us the war. We had the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The Austro part did all right, but the Hungarian part let us down.
Yeah, but you guys got greedy. You guys helped the other half to sell it all off to everyone around
so
the
why are
you
running all the Austrian trains? It's not like you're running Hungarian trains. They're all Austrian.
Yeah, well, we got invaded by the Austrians, didn't we? So we had no choice. I mean, it is part of our territory where the trains are running. Salt and pepper bin state. Yeah. I think he's a German. I think he wants to be a German spy.
No, this is the currywurst beard and mustache. Yeah, this is the currywurst or the Wiener Schnitzel.
Well, mind you, believe it or not, the Vikings and Hungarians did have a bit of an alliance there for one period of time, I believe, by what the elders have been talking about. So, but I'm going to send an invite because I've got to get help here. I've got to get some more allies in here. All right, I'm going to put in the chat to see if it's working right. So if anybody wants to join in.
This is all that's left of my regiments. The rest were hit by tanks.
Hit by tanks, yeah, we know. Yeah.
Hit by tanks, yep. Hit by a tank.
But you guys forgot to put the little windows in it so you tank drivers can actually see where they were going. Yeah, so On the dark beer? Yes, Steve. Yeah, you're right, yeah. G'day, Richard. How are you, buddy?
Hello, peoples. Long time no
We got-
see.
Hey, Richard.
we're
Great,
gonna have to get,
great to see you.
we're gonna have to get this German guy up to AJ Club Germania.
Club Germania. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't change kegs here, we change trucks. Oh dear. Gosh, that's
Yeah, mate, buddy. Nice to see you. 100% what's that? 100%
unsure.
unsure. Yeah, true. G'day,
Yeah.
Grandpa Rails, JD. How are you? Happy New Year to you. And
Oh,
Zantec. How are you, man? Happy New Year. Welcome to my channel.
Hi,
Send you in here.
I'll turn my train down so you can probably do it better.
Okay. Oh,
and we have Randall.
g'day,
Hey,
Randall.
busy tonight.
Oh, now this is.
Hello, Randall. How you doing?
This
Oh,
that
my slavey.
Oh wow. We got
Here,
Alf here.
kitty. Here, kitty.
So hide all your pussies, everyone, because Alf is back.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, I remember that show. Wow.
He's simply been converted to Aussie, mate.
Somebody needs to adjust mics. They're echoing, and it isn't me.
How are you, Randall? Nice to see.
Oh, doing pretty good. It's getting a little icy outside.
Oh, hey, Randall.
I can show you right quick here. So, yeah.
Well, let's have a look outside my window, shall we? It's dark,
I'll have
but
to turn the light off. The
good.
lights are reflect
Can
off
you see
everything.
too? We have that fluffy rain.
They have pills for that.
G'day, Frank. How are you, buddy? Welcome. Hopefully you're doing
JD.
well.
Frank,
Yeah, maybe I can kind of show you here. So, you move my camera
Oh,
like
that's
this.
that, right? That didn't sound right. Uh-oh.
So, yeah, that's about what it looks like outside right now with all the ice and everything coming.
it went south of us. It avoided us, darn it.
Oh, that looks fun.
Yeah,
But the UK.
I'm glad I'm not out in that.
Well, just
Mark, are you getting snow around you? Because I heard you're supposed to get quite a bit of a snowfall.
I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see it very well, but that's the view out of my window right now.
Okay, well, unfortunately, you're not on screen right now, so we can't.
You can kind of look across to where the Flag Point Hotel is and see where it's kind of getting white too. But
There's some snow on the buildings. That's kind of nice. We had a dusting yesterday, but didn't go any further.
It's lazy. If you can just
that scene looks like my layout at night. Black and white.
It does, actually.
yeah, well, I don't know if you can see, but there's a street lamp over. I'm kind of looking at right now. It's coming down slowly.
well, you probably see it better right there across from where the Flag Point Hotel is and this church over here. You can kind of see where it's getting pretty white out there. But
Yeah.
so far,
Ooh, that sounds like
the streets don't look too terribly bad. But
You've got the Aussies on top in the heat wave, and then you got the Brit. That one. You got the Brit and the American in the cold wave. And you got me just kind of in the middle.
so anyway,
Yeah, it's definitely hot here.
Hang on, just rescuing a train.
Yeah. That's what you always say.
Yeah, I don't know why, but all of a sudden it derailed.
Didn't go flying.
Sabotage.
Yeah,
It
sabotage.
was the French underground sabotaging your German and Austrian trains.
Or was it because I paid you a visit yesterday?
No, that was the other train. That was the other one.
Yeah.
That's the one that's on top of the hill there. That's the one. That was the one that was going to Germany.
Well,
That actually went flying off. This one isn't going to Germany. It might have a trainload of German passengers wanting to go to get on their junket flight.
You know how we know it was the French who did it?
that really suits
Because
you.
even the word sabotage is a French word.
Yeah. All right. We're up and rolling again.
Anyway, that's my latest blue box restoration.
Ooh, let's see.
Oh yeah, you hang on, let's show to everybody. You actually just rebuilt that, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
I saw one of those at Iron Planet Hobbies here a few months ago.
Is that one of those 8-axle ones, Randall?
Yeah, 8 axles.
Yeah, it's a. I think that's a DD40X.
Yeah, it's a pretty much a fictional locomotive, but yeah, I've had a look at some photos of some DD35s, and I'm trying to make it look a bit like that.
The history of that engine, okay. it was in the EMD catalog, but it was never built.
Yeah.
It wasn't built off of that. Did build one.
That's a DD48X, the Y-cab variant.
Okay.
Yeah, I pretty much had to rebuild it from the ground up. It was pretty.
Yeah, you guys gotta remember, Richard does pretty much scratch.
Yeah, big from our loading gauge, even in 1/60th scale.
Yeah. He does amazing stuff with He actually does amazing stuff with a lot of the trains, because some of the trains that he's got are actually had a hard life, and some
Offie to the left of me, offie to the right. Here I am, stuck on a live stream with you.
Yeah, I sort of like the challenges of rebuilding. Yeah, here's one that I haven't rebuilt yet, and it's a bit dusty.
Oh, that's another 4-axle one.
Yeah, the other one's a twin motor. This one's only a single motor. But yeah, the cover's pretty bad actually. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's pretty well faded, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet.
It looks well used. It looks used. It's real weathered.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I got another cover I can put on. I got a Burlington Northern cover.
Oh no, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. Oh, now then you get to it, because that'll upset that'll upset a few people.
Just real quick, just to answer Anthony's question about getting a lot of snow. I think we're going to be on the back edge of it from what I saw in the weather. But if you go towards, let's say, Kansas City, up towards Wichita, Kansas City, Springfield, Missouri, Clinton, they're in for a major winter storm. I mean, we're talking, there's places that could get over 3/4 of an inch of ice and maybe 8 to 12 inches of snow on top of it. So
my son's in Columbus, Ohio, and they're getting a lot of snow right now. And and then south of him, it's gonna be snow and ice down in Kentucky and Tennessee. They're getting an ice storm down there. All right, well, folks, that's the weather. Over to Bob with sports. Bob.
Yeah, I think someone, a nice brunette's come knocking on his door. That's why he's giving a microphone and he's cut the screen off. Come on, Randall, you got a show amongst the rest of us.
So Monsville says it's a mild day up in Queensland.
Well, hopefully it'll help dry things up. I'm hoping that we get that cold front that's supposed to hit us either today or tomorrow. Hopefully it gets a bit soon, so just cool things down. Cool the air down a bit. But the front room, I mean, at 9 o'clock this morning was already getting at 29 degrees Celsius. And that was without air conditioning, so I've got a better than the air conditioning on. And that's just because of how how much of a bite there is in the summer. But yeah, but it is summer. What do we expect? It is summer.
No, it's winter.
No, it's summer.
It's winter.
It's summer.
It's winter.
It's winter.
It's winter.
Some kind of a bloody weird winter here, I'd say.
I know. I don't see no snow here. Do you see any snow? Well, if you haven't got any snow, that means I won't get any snow because it was snowing that day before it snows in Berkeley.
There's some white clouds.
Are there some white clouds? That's going to turn it. That's going to turn the high schools. Penrith's going to get that. We'll let that go to Penrith.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah. No, so that's. I actually got a phone call yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday or Friday, I actually got a phone call from Kishila Hobbies. I had a train set put on the side, a Tangaroid set. Forgot all about it. I've got to go and pick that up next week. Well, I thought my yards were full. But I've got to pick that up next couple of weeks. But I can't see that going to run on my layout because even though I've got the broad radius curves on my layout, the Australian sections don't like running on it.
There's a lot of whistle blowing, Artie, but ain't nothing moving. Up there it is. There it goes.
It's coming up, and then you see the one coming up on the bottom.
There you go. Oh, you got the
camera. You can get those magnetic couplings from Control P. Hobbies or whatever it is for the Tangaras, so that might help a bit. You saying them, Artie? For the Tangaras?
Sorry about that. Had a phone call coming in.
Oh, that's all right, mate.
Someone did mention it the other day, but it's not so much the couplings, it's the wheel frames. They don't have enough movement in it. And I believe with the Tangaras, they actually did have a bit of a issue with the bellows, or the what as it's known as diaphragms. Yeah. When they were constructing it, so it's going to be interesting to see what they've done to make it work. Because I said they're not going to do another project like it, which is the bummer to a certain degree, because you have all these new trains that we've got now that's got the same diaphragm system. When I get it, I'll show it. So anyway, while we're talking about showing things on shows and talking about the show, yes, I will be back in some form, and I'll make a decision. The Wacky Weekend, the way I'm going to have it running, I'm going to do every alternative, and Anthony will be doing the other one. So keep an eye out. Just until things settle down with my affairs here.
So what's the go? You do it 1 week and then Anthony does it 1 week. Is it?
Yes, exactly. Okay. So Anthony actually be able to fulfill for next week.
So I'll be on next week.
Yeah. Okay. And we should be able
I should be home next weekend.
We can hope.
Right.
We can hope.
We'll find out. They like to wait till the last minute to decide to do anything. So the last bar out I was on, they didn't even tell me I was extended. I went to the hotel desk and checked to see what was going on because I didn't have a trip show up to go back to third. They checked with the and I ended up being extended 2 days. So I didn't find out till the very last day.
Bye, Monsville. Yeah,
See you,
John,
Monsville.
it's 21 here east of you. We're at 21 Fahrenheit.
I do not know
minus
what
7,
it
minus
is.
8 Celsius.
Sorry, what's that in degrees?
Hang on just a second. I'm going to
it is
check.
degrees. It's Fahrenheit degrees.
Fahrenheit 20.
We're 21.
Yeah, but what is 20 Fahrenheit in sensible non-American units?
Yeah.
Hey, we're not the only ones who use it. We're just the most stubborn about it.
Yeah, you guys are most stubborn about converting over to what the rest of the world's using.
We're Americans. What do you expect?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, even the UK gave up the Fahrenheit scale.
Well, this is what I'm amazed with.
Yeah, but you still use all kinds of other crazy measurements. You weigh things in stones and pounds and kilos and.
The thing is that we measure fuel economy in miles per gallon.
You say snobbery here. You guys are more screwed up than anybody.
We buy fuel in liters, yet measure fuel in miles per gallon.
Well, that's almost the same here.
About the football game, the Bengals were winning 10-0. So,
we did
get the sports report. See, in American news, it was always you had the main news and then local news and then weather, sports, and then they always ended with some lighthearted thing about some woman who saved 10 kittens from drowning. It was predictable.
Well, now we do the other way around here, depending on what channel you look at. But we start with -9 degrees, thanks, John. Yeah, that's the right sort. Over here, we start with local news and then
wow, everybody's getting called. Hey, Dirk is here from Southern Cross Rail System, and Dave from Carolina Foothills. I think he was here earlier, but hello.
He's been here for a while, yeah. And welcome back again, Tammy. Yeah, so
Greg, if you're watching in the background, hello, and apologies that in a couple of times I referred to your wife as Catherine. She's Heather. I accidentally said Catherine a couple times because I was mixing names because I do that anymore.
Well, you're good at mixing things up.
Probably because I'm talking to too many people at the same time, and Gary and
so what you're
Catherine,
trying to say is you can't
Greg and Catherine, and or worse when I forget name. I don't know what's worse, when I forget somebody's name or when I get the wrong one.
I think that's the worst one, particularly when you're down in a shopping centre or you're out and you go, I know that guy or I know that girl, but can't think of a name, but then you can't even think of where you know that person from.
Yeah, but you go and say good day and you're sort of like, you don't want to be rude, you just want to sort of, I know what you're saying. Yeah. That's it.
G'day, Sandra.
I remember your name, I just don't want to say it.
Yeah, that's the one.
True story, speaking of names, showing you how far back this goes. The day Joyce and I met, and I got her phone number and was supposed to call her. I called her a couple of days later and I'd forgotten her last name. So I had to play the game. I asked her, I said, is Joyce there? Yes. Okay, great. Talking to her. And I said, oh, by the way, how do you spell your last name? And if her last name had been Smith, it would have been so bad. But unfortunately, she goes, oh, yeah, people confuse it all the time. And as she spelled it out for me. So I was lucky on that account. But I fessed up to the truth later. Yeah, I forgot your last name.
Happy for thinking.
That's the problem. I've got to remember if that was to do with that put the restraining order on this thing. You know, that's what I've got to be very careful of.
And did she ever forgive you, though, for getting her last name?
Well,
she's been married to me for 37 years. So, yeah, I think she forgave me.
Well, she hasn't forgiven me.
In fact, she forgave me so much, she gave up her last name and took mine.
Maybe that.
And she was happy about it because her name was near the bottom of the alphabet. My name was near the top. So in a lot of her college courses and that, she got moved to the top of the seating chart and everything else. So she was quite happy to do that.
I've got to say, that was a bugger when I went to school because when you had to go through the alphabet, of course, I covered my first name starts with A, my last name starts with Z, or Z as the Americans call it.
Oh, that would
So
have
I always bummed out because I was always last. But the only time I came first is when they said, well, okay, we go by Princeton names. That didn't happen very often. Yeah. But yeah, it's yeah. So I don't know how much more I'm going to do on the layout. I do have to do some adjustments um, to the layout. I got permission from my physio on Friday. I can do a bit more because I had the injection the other week on my
Physio Friday. There you go. Physio Friday. Welcome to Physio Friday.
yeah.
Live on Artie's channel. It's Physio Friday.
yeah.
Well,
You know,
yeah,
when a few last year it was when I did my hip, well, 2022, when I did my hip in, I did
yeah.
24. I couldn't really do much at all with my layout.
I could
Right.
do plenty on my layout. I just don't.
I can do a bit more, but my next project on my layout is
Oh, anyway.
go on. You're pointing at Richard. Yeah, what's he done?
Yeah, it was all me.
Oh, you're pointing at a drain.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
hang
pointing at a
on.
train.
Oh, you're pointing at me.
Now it's off. Well, wait, give it a second. I'll come back around the other way. I'm just flipping the camera around. My newest member. I put a video out about it today. Here he comes. There he goes.
My 103.
That's a nice looking engine, Anthony.
You got my 103, you monkey.
Indeed, it is.
Oh, I do like the colour scheme, that crimson and cream livery, the blood and custard livery.
See, now you know why I have 15 cameras on my live stream, so I can catch trains everywhere. Because otherwise, it's like every second. Oh, here comes one.
Eventually, I will have more cameras. I did buy the other two cameras I bought sometime last year. That's going to put on layout. But where I'm working on now, my track plan, as you see, is basically what you see the way my layout is. That's what's going to be. I was going to modify the far end here and drop this, but I've decided not to now. It's going to be too much work. So the slide, which is this bit here, I'm going to readjust that. And this track here, where my finger is, I've got to move that in by about 1.5 inches.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it is. It's about 3 or 4 of them, and they do it automatically with the program. I've got the rail jet. I've got the
Yes.
4766, which is in. The one I just threw the horn was the rail jet coming out. But after watching rail relaxations videos, I noticed that the Austrian trains do not, particularly now, they do not have a warning whistle when they depart. So, Marva, how are you, buddy? So I'm going to go back and
Music my dog fought. There you go. Just record that. There's your departure.
Yeah, the ones that actually got
Auf
sound.
Gleis 2.
The passenger, a lot of the Roco ones that do have station announcements and particularly that passenger set that's sitting in there now. So I can actually have it that there's, when a train's waiting or ready to depart, it actually gives that the station announcements. That does happen on the Austrian station platforms. But for what them to actually blow a warning whistle, like what they do in the UK, Australia, and the US, no, they don't do that over there apparently. So basically, I'll have to adjust that. I'll have to do an adjustment schedule where they don't make any sound. But when they hit a certain section, they'll actually toot the horn for warning. Down on the bottom level here, right down on the bottom level here, there's going to be a tunnel coming up in here behind me. There's going to be, that hurts. That bottom two, that bottom two tracks, there's going to be a tunnel in there. So when the train gets near that section, they have to blow the horn. No, Delmarva, my layout isn't as big as Anthony. Anthony still wins.
I did what? Who, where?
Yeah, Anthony still wins because his is bigger than mine.
You're damn tootin'.
And you see this one here, this passenger train now.
I knew you were watching me in the shower.
Yep.
Hey, Delmarva, how are you?
Hey, Delmarva.
So what was that? I lost me trying to thought. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, mine is actually smaller than Anthony's. I think if I add all the trackage
By several inches.
I think I've only got half the track work compared to what Anthony's doing. Now Anthony and Richard has seen it. It is a small room. It's not a big room. And you guys will have to like see how I do the scenery and that on here. Because there's actually two layouts of one.
You have a lot of runs in that room. You have a lot of running. The trains move. They're not passing every 30 seconds. So you did a lot with a little space. Proof to everybody says they don't have room. Yeah, you can make room. You can try to make room. You can live without closets and everything else because Artie's closet in every room in the house is filled with train stuff.
Well, more so this one here with the mirror. That's all full of trains.
Artie's got mirrors in the bedroom.
You did a sense of mine, and under this bottom section here, underneath the main layout here, there's more trains underneath here. But yeah, as people say, I've got no room. You can make room. You just got to sit down and think over and do a lot of planning. I mean, there was a lot of planning and gone into trying to create what I have here now. That's too much information. Tammy, there is actually a video out on what was going on in the room when I wasn't in there. That's on my OnlyFans channel. Got plenty of views in there. I've got more views there than what I had on my YouTube channel.
Geez, soon you'll be setting up an OnlyFans page and everything, man.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. I'll have to show it to you. I'll have to come around and show it to you. I'll tell you what.
No, Artie doesn't have an OnlyFans channel. He has an Only Blind channel.
That's the one. That's the one.
Delmarva, that one is an Austrian railjet. The one that's now taken off.
The one that's taken off, that's the Austrian railjet.
That one's an Austrian railjet. And then over on the right-hand side, the red with the windows and white stripes, that is an Austrian EC, Eurocity or IC, Intercity.
No, it's not OnlyFans, it's my OnlyFans. Come on.
Yeah.
I've got the MY in the front of it. Mine's not OnlyFans. My channel is my OnlyFans.
Yeah, Artie visited here, stole my railjet, and the joke's on him. Now he's addicted to European trains. His American stuff is all boxed up, put away. His Aussie stuff has been forgotten. In fact, I hear that there's a movement in Australia to kick you out and send you to Siberia for your betrayal of the Austrian model railway fandom.
Yeah, they are for my OnlyFans. My OnlyFans there, Steve. I still got an Australian train there. I was in the far distance there. I still got the South Coast set, which I got to somehow get to it and get it out of the station. I would never sell Southern Cross. I would never sell my 46 class. No way in the world. No way in the world am I going to sell my 346 classes. You're gonna have to fight for them because they've been left to Richard in my will. So you're gonna have to fight him over.
Stabbing out your mind's eye.
Never means maybe.
Never means maybe.
You're trying. I can see that you're trying, but no. Yeah, I know I'm not running my full set of Railjet set. G'day, Ray Bernstein, how are you? It's mainly because where the Railjet is down now in one of the bottom loops, passing loops.
Hey, Ray Bertelson. Howdy, howdy, hi.
I don't have much room there, so it works out brilliantly. The forecast set. I do have a full set to make it 7. I'm tempting to get another one for I have actually discovered in one of the videos I was watching that the EC set, the inner city set that European inner city set with the orange roofs, that the one next to the Railjet, this one here, that they actually have been using that in the football configuration with 2 engines on the back of it during now the summer period where you got we require extra passenger services, so you've got an engine on either side. So that's another configuration I can work with. But at the moment, my trains, the way I've got my trains on, they actually run nice and they're sitting all inside. And normally they do not collide with each other. Normally. Yeah.
No, from what I've seen of it, Artie, it's a pretty good setup. It's all, yeah, the automation works pretty well. I'm pretty amazed by it, actually.
All right, good night, Ray and Tammy.
Good night, Ray and Tammy. We'll talk soon. What I will be doing once I finish that move in this section here, just in this section here, which is part of the steep grade. My next stage after that is drill a hole in the spooling, signal wiring and that in place. That's going to be a tedious job. That's going to take a little bit of time. But once that's done, I'm going to start doing the scenery on here. So that's my goal for the next few months. Oh, it has come a little bit, but if you would have been here in June, this section here was done. Actually, this was done just after Christmas, early in the year, but I mean, I really finished up all the wiring before Anthony came over. Now, this section here that's behind me, it's actually 8 foot from this bed here to the wall. And it's 4.5 foot wide, so I can cater for the 24-inch radiuses, which is on the main line. This section here is 10 foot from the far wall to the wall behind the camera. And there's still enough room to walk in here by the mirrored wardrobes. And this little passageway is getting a bit challenging at the moment. my baby has grown a little bit, but it's only because this track work here is sticking out a bit, so I've got to move that over by about an inch, or an inch and a half. So the medication and steroids and that I've been actually having, that's actually bloating me up. But as you see, like the sessions lasted roughly 45 minutes, and all the trains have popped themselves up, and there's nothing running now. That's how the automation works. I have different other scenarios with the layout where I can actually.
That's a dip. I paid for an hour show and it stopped in 45 minutes. I want my money back.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sorry, but your last check you sent me bounced, and it's still bouncing down the road. It's creating an earthquake.
Well, I figured it was good for the kangaroos.
And what? Even they're running away from the hills. They're going right at where it's softer, so they don't miss it.
Little bastards. I hit one a couple of months ago. It cost me $3,000 in damages.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. That was an expensive bill. Okay, let me.
I hit him. He fell to the ground. Looked at my car. He got up and scared the shit out of me and hopped away. I'm like, you little bastard.
Okay, Willie. Good night, Willie.
All right. Good night, Willie. Good Abend. Schlaf gut.
So there you guys go. That's how my layout runs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the trains run the way they are. But as I say, you can't need. I always hear it, and we all hear people say, "I've got no room to run trains." Before I built this section here, all I did was run from my left here to that back wall. It was only like a little L shape. And with me doing that, I experimented with my electronics. I experimented with some of my automation to get ready for when I built this. You don't have to go this way. You don't have to go the way I have. You can go to a simple basic layout like what Anthony has got and Randall's got. You don't have to get this fancy. I enjoy my electronics. And I like to play with my electronics and increase my ability and knowledge into it, and that's how you learn. But you don't have to go this fancy.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, as you, we had to talk yesterday about my brother's load. It's pretty simple the way it's been wired up, and yeah, we like it that way because there's a bit more coordination with switches and all that. And, you know, that's how you get your skill up. Okay, this is how I got to operate it. Okay, oh shit, if I don't do this, I've got to, you know.
Well, exactly right. I mean, I can still run mine. I can still run mine sort of manually. I can still run my trains normally. I can have my trains. My whole goal was to get a couple of trains running automatically to give it traffic. And in between times, which I'm working and learning now, is to drive a train manually. So when I get to, say, I have to switch the engine around at the station, I've got to learn how to do all that real quickly where I don't interfere with the passenger service. Like what they used to do up in Central Station in Sydney. Or the terminus stations where you've got the switching, you cannot hold up a passenger service.
No, that's right, you can't. Yeah, I like that idea of what you've done. So you've got to get it all done within a certain time. That's a good.
Yeah,
that's good. That adds a bit of realism to it.
With the freight trains, it doesn't really matter so much because they'd have some sort of schedule, but if it holds up another train for an extra 5 minutes, I'm not going to lose any sleep. But the 5 minutes on a passenger service, which I have experimented with the timetable on here, it creates a domino effect. I remember they were talking about.
So how does that work on your program though? Does it if you've got a delayed train, does it slow everything down and you
Yes.
still operate?
If I actually run on a timetable program, right, what it does is the same as a real thing. Once you have one train delay, it'll delay everything else in between. It'll hold everything up until it comes to its. Like if it's missed its certain time slot, it won't run. It'll have to wait till its next cycle. So it's basically the same thing in the rule. It basically imitates the real thing. Instantly, I remember when I was saying, if that train doesn't come in the next 15, 20 minutes, and we hear it on the news, it creates a domino effect where it actually delays every train in the system. And that's what he has done in here. And you get
sounds like British Rail, that does off.
Yeah, exactly the same thing. You have one or two that's late or delayed or holding up the system. You see it on British Rail. It actually creates a domino effect with the whole other system. And you get to appreciate how the real life railway system works, particularly in passenger service, how it all works. I paid for it, but I'm glad I did. It wasn't worth the money, yes. Because for me to do my routing on here to go from one place to another, I have to try and do certain things. It's a lot easier to do for the program that I'm using than JMRI. Because with JMRI, there's a lot of things you've got to include before it starts operating. So anyway, with that said, Anthony, Randall, and Zantek, hopefully you guys not going to be too cold the next couple of days.
No, we're right. I've got the heating on. I've got the cats to keep me warm. I've got quilts. I'll be all right.
Well, like I said, it's supposed to get down pretty cold. I think I looked on there. I think it's going to be Sunday night and Monday's going to be pretty cold. So we'll see what this storm does behind me here. But hopefully we'll get to.
I think it might get down to just below freezing where I am. But it's not going to be too bad.
Yeah, I just looked on the weather app and it's showing 30 here, but.
Well, America's known for it to be cold because it's a vast expanse of ground where we haven't got.
In Kansas,
it wasn't that cold when I was there. Particular place where I was visiting last year, it wasn't that cold. I must have brought the heat with me. But when Marty came around, it was just snowing and roads were blocked and whatnot.
Yeah, because we've got the Atlantic Ocean to bring warm water, which warms the air up, which basically warms our climate up. Where in the Midwest of the United States, you ain't got that.
Well, see, we got the Pacific Ocean here, Pacific Ocean / Tasman Sea. But like today, there's before there was just no breeze, and when it's no breeze, it makes things hotter. 28. Well, that's not as bad as 21. Well, it's not going to cool down till at least Tuesday, Wednesday here. That's when we're supposed to be getting some sort of showers and whatnot. But the showers have been missing us. Sydney's been getting it all. But we don't want rain here because the way it's been getting so hot, it makes everything very, very humid. If anyone watched my New Year's Eve show, you can actually see the moisture being sucked in from the ocean with the clouds and the way it's been sucked in. And Christmas Eve was very humid here. I was going to go out and do some rail fanning video, but they're doing a lot of track work here at the moment because of school holidays. And they've got a bit more time to shut down the tracks during off-peak period. So, yeah, I haven't been able to go up to rail fan. Because I want to get the shots of the Minerva's new engines. You've seen the Minerva's new engines online, haven't you?
I've seen the photos online. I haven't actually seen it myself with my own eyes because I'm hardly ever in Dapto. But yeah,
I haven't seen him yet, but they're from the US, Canada. They do. I did get shots of the new hopper wagons that's going with it, the new rail wagons. But I'm hoping to get them shortly. But thank you everybody for coming on. Thank you, Anthony.
No problem.
Show will be on Anthony's channel next weekend. Hot Dog Pilot Andy, he will be on in about 11 hours time.
Yep.
Tonight, or it'll be tonight our time. I might be still up. But everybody have a thank you for coming. Stay safe, have fun. And I'll see you guys all next week. Well,
Yeah, you have a good naughty and all being well. I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Happy trains. Take care.
Although before you go, Ant,